Hello and welcome to the first episode of Spindas Spotlight. Today we're here to talk about one of my favourite Pokemon, Lickitung. Lickitung first made its appearance in the anime in the episode Princess vs. Princess. In this episode, Jessie and Misty compete in a tournament I believe it's to get some kind of Pokédolls. I can't remember what exactly they're referred as. But anyway, in the episode, Jessie ends up spending a load of money because it's some kind of sale at the store. So to make up for the fact she's bought all these items, she was going to send a load of food back to Giovanni, I believe. But then, of course, Lickitung comes along and eats all the food. So, of course, Jessie gets angry with it and ends up capturing it. Later on in the episode, you see they've got to compete in a tournament, so both Jessie and Misty end up fighting each other, of course, in the final round of the tournament after defeating several other participants. Then, after a while, you get to see Misty face off against Jessie, and Misty, of course, does most of the winning at first, until she realises she's got one final Pokemon up her sleeve. Jessie ends up throwing out the Lickitung she just caught later in the episode, and it actually manages to defeat, I believe it's I'm trying to remember from memory. It's Ash's Pikachu, Brox's Vulpix, and I believe one of other Misty's Pokemon. And of course, who ends up winning the tournament for day? Good old Misty Psyduck. That thing was awesome in the series. So anyway, it's actually one of my favourite episodes of the show. And if you ever get the chance again to rewatch a load of old Pokemon episodes, definitely go and watch that one. It's a pretty good episode. Anyway, so you're probably here to wonder why Lickitung can be useful in Pokemon Wi-Fi battles. There we go. So looking at Lickitung's stats, we've got 90 HP, 55 attack, 75 defense, 60 special attack, 75 special defense, and 30 speed. Of course, you're not going to be outspeeded at anything with stats like that, but the great thing is, its defensive stats aren't too bad, and a 90 health not bad. That's as much as Ampharos gets, and that's a fully evolved Pokemon. This thing can still evolve into Licky. So I think Lickitung over Licky is the better option. Why? Well, you're about to see here as we jump into Pokemon Showdown. And now that we're in Pokemon Showdown, we can see the Lickitung stats. So anyway, as you're about to see here, the stats are pretty good, and the way I run it is the set you're about to see here. I try to make the defences even. Pardon me, I go for 200 EVs in HP, because that gives you a nice bout of health to work with, 190, plus it gives you a range to calculate down. For example, if you get hit and it's causing 56 damage, you can go, okay, I can live another couple of them so I can get a rest and a toxic off, etc. The reason I go for the following movesets is Toxic, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Dragon Tail. Toxic to start wearing stuff down. You can also run Knockoff if you want to get rid of items, that's the suggested small gun set. But I really prefer Toxic as it does whittle over time. Rest for sustain, Sleep Talk so you can do damage while asleep, of course. Then, of course, Dragon Tail. And then the reason we go for Dragon Tail is to support stuff like Fortress. After you set up Spikes and Stealth Rocks, you can make sure you're doing continual damage, and you can keep switching your opponent out. So this way, if they try and switch in, you can hit them with a Dragon Tail and send them out. Also, if they try to set up against you, you can always hit them with a Dragon Tail and send them flying. Another great thing about the Lickitung, it does get the ability Oblivious, meaning you can't be taunted, you can't be used to detract, so you're always going to get to make your move. The only thing you really need to fear is being paralysed, because that gives you, if you get paralysed, you might get stunned and not be able to go into rest or use your Dragon Tail or Toxic that turn. Also, you don't need to worry about being poisoned, burned yourself, because you can always go into rest and it'll remove that status. Also, this set does have a few weaknesses like any set, with eviolite being your key item, which will boost your defense and special defenses. You are vulnerable, of course, to Knockoff, and Knockoff is becoming more and more common with the Oras move tutors being introduced. War tutors now, that would be an interesting thing in Pokemon. And of course, with you having a Dragon and Toxic in your move, you can't really hit Poison types, and unfortunately you can't really hit Steel types. All you can do is switch them out and let your Stealth Rocks and Spikes do the damage. So basically, Mawile and Klefki are the ultimate counters to this thing, as you basically can't do nothing to them. So basically, that's Lickitung. Can be a surprisingly useful Pokemon. Its strengths are it is insanely bulky. I've used this a couple of times, especially in X and Y, and I was taking Thunderbolts from a Mega Electric. I could take 2 of them and be able to get another rest off, while Toxic was just slowly whittling this thing down. Anyway, this is a new series I've just getting off the ground. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if always remember to like, subscribe if you want to see more of these. I do enjoy doing these, and thanks a lot. Thank you for your time, and I hope you have a nice day. Peace out.